he begins to challenge the religious leaders of the time in saying things that they were too afraid to say or too timid to make an account of. And so Jesus begins to speak with the authority that he is the Son of God. And one of the things that he talks about is building a foundation of faith. Jesus challenges people so much so that they are amazed by the things that he says. He talks about needing rocks as a foundation to build off of instead of sand. People in this time would have understood that if people built houses next to waterways or near the Sea of Galilee, often those places would fall. People needed to find firm foundations to build on. Even today, we build our houses on solid concrete foundations. We don't build our houses on top of sandy beaches or next to riverbeds, because they will fall down eventually. When rain comes, when wind comes, it kind of reminds me of that story of the three little pigs, where the big bad wolf, comes to threaten those houses, and the house that's made of straw falls, the house that's made of sticks falls, but the house that's made out of bricks, rocks, it stands. And so Jesus teaches the same authority, and he says, I need you to build your faith, your life. Everything is on this firm foundation, this solid rock. And that solid rock is faith in Jesus. We're going to listen to how Matthew tells the story of Jesus explaining this to the crowd of people that had gathered at the time. Matthew accounts it in this way. He says, starting in chapter 7, verse 24, anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise, like a person who builds a house on solid rock. Though the rain comes in torrents and the floodwaters rise and the winds beat against that house, it won't collapse because it is built on bedrock. But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish, like a person who builds a house on sand. When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against that house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teaching, for he taught with real authority, quite unlike their teachers of religious law. Jesus challenges the crowd in a way that they had never been challenged before by the other religious teachers. He gives them an opportunity to build their faith and their life on a foundation, on a solid rock. Jesus is that rock. Jesus is challenging you to do the same thing. Do you have that foundation? When things go against what you thought were going to happen, when things don't go your way, when life's storms come and rage against you, do you have that firm foundation to look back to hold on to weather through the storm, to weather through the things of life that are going to be difficult and hard? Jesus can offer that for you. Trust in him to be that foundation, to be that rock. Know that you're not alone in the hard times and the good. No matter what, when you build a house on a firm foundation, when you build that structure, when it's good, it stays good, and when it's bad, it stays good. And so, in the same way, when you build your life and your love on the foundation of Jesus, no matter what happens, if you're in the mountains or the valleys of life, it will still be